Have you faced more sexism in the industry, and how did you deal with it?
I think I really haven't faced sexism in the industry, to be very honest with you. I'm doing a show which is totally about me.
Yeah.
It is everything about me, and everybody's loving it, and the kind of love that this show is getting, probably a hero oriented show is also not getting today, or like 2 hero oriented or 5 hero oriented is also not getting it, which I am, as a woman who also has the entire show running on her, is getting.
Yeah.
So I do not see it in the audience or even in the makers. What I do see a little bit over here is like what I'd said. It's a lot easier for a lot of people to position a guy with a lot of other girls because of the kind of image that person's had, or in spite of being in a relationship. But it's a lot tougher for a woman to get that just because she's in a relationship, and I don't like that.
No, it's unfair.
I don't like that.
100%.
Yeah.
So, tell me the women, you've spoken about your mother, but who are the other actors and women who you've taken inspiration for in this journey, right? There are certain women you look up to and say, wow.
So I have honestly worked with a lot of female producers. And when I say that, I obviously mean Ekta Kapoor, I mean Rashmi Sharma, I mean Shashi Mittal. So these women have created an empire of their own. They write their own stories. They execute it. They look at the monies. They look at the creative outlook of it, into the casting, basically everything. And you literally should look at these offices and these buildings and so many people working under them. And that to me is badass.
100%.
That to me is badass. Like, oh my God. Like, it's just commendable how these women handle things. And when you honestly look at when they started, right? When they started was at least, I don't know, 10, 20 years back.
Yeah.
And back then, as a female producer, getting into the industry and making these big changes must have been tough. Now, I don't know a lot about their journey, but you can only guess.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%.
It was, the movie industry was a male-driven industry. And in this industry, if these female producers have come up and have made these changes, where they have these biggest shows and they're making money and they're putting up like good products out there for people to see, it's brilliant.
I know that there have been, stories about you auditioning, speculations, right?
Yeah.
Stories about you auditioning for Dream Girl 2 and other films as well. Now, we'll not get into speculation part of it, but I want to know that I know there is a definitive step in you also making, picking up roles that interest you and going in that direction. So I want to highlight that.
I'm not going to name any film in particular.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to do that. But yes, I am looking at... I as a person, I'm not somebody who is, how do I say it, a reality star who's trying in acting, or a content creator who's trying in acting, or a singer or a dancer, or somebody else who's trying into acting. I am an actor.
You're an actor.
I am an actor. I am an artist. And I am going to do what I am good at.
Yeah.
And that is why, for me, the platform really does not matter. But I'm going to take up things in the future that lets me do what my job is. And I shouldn't be given anything lesser because I'm not a person who's from a different field who's trying to come into this.
Yeah.
I deserve a better role, and I deserve a meaty role, because that is what I do.
Yeah.
And that is what I am able to do as an artist. So I think anything lesser than something that lets me perform is really beneath me.
I love that.